Hey guys, so I wanted to test something. I'm filming this from my laptop. It gives like old vibes, kind of. I'm actually snowboarding right now in Austria, so it's been great, it's been good. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about change. I think change is inevitable. I think change is great, it's amazing, it's awesome. I know like a lot of people tend to be afraid of change because it could also be bad change, and humans are really bound or like bond with their routines. They like to have everything in order. I do see the sense in routines and I do like them, but I was always that kid that would get bored easily. Even though I stuck with like my hobbies and sports and stuff, like I started horseback riding when I was 6 and now it's also my job, so I never like stopped that, but still I'm always looking for like new things to learn, new things to see, new people to meet. Like I love change because it it makes life not boring. Like it keeps my life from getting boring. So I think challenges and changes are great because life is about growing. Because if you stop growing, there's nothing you can look for, like nothing that can, you know, change, or I don't know, there's just nothing to look for anymore. And then life is senseless in my point of view. So yeah, if you don't know, I'm also a musician, so I'm just like setting up this because I had an idea when I was snowboarding for like one of the songs I've been working on. And yeah, it's crazy because my life changed so much ever since I started making music. And when you write songs, like it's very like like a moment, like you're capturing a moment and a feeling that you have while writing and working on that song. And sometimes it takes so long until you actually finish like a song, and then your feeling like changes so much, like the feeling you have and the memories you have with that song or with those lyrics, or where you were at in life like when you were writing it. And then it's crazy because eventually you're gonna release a song and then it's out there and people have their own perspective and viewpoint of the song. And then yeah, it's just so different. And then you have changed so much. That's my point. Like from like you've probably been a different version of yourself when you were writing the song and then when it's released and then when people are listening to it. So it's so crazy. Like I don't know, it's just such a deep feeling and connection. And I sometimes hate the songs when they are out there. Like I don't want to listen to them anymore because I have been listening to them so much. And then also sometimes like the relationship to the people you used to work on the songs with like changes. I'm not like talking about romantic relationships, but it's just so much that goes into it because I do think like everyone affects everyone. Like every person you meet in your daily life kind of has an impact on you and how you see the world. And what do you want to talk about in your next album or artwork or whatever you do. I feel like if you're creative or somehow are doing creative things, you will understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, for example, like the one song I'm working on right now, it's called Sani. I wrote it in 2022, so like a little bit more than 2 years ago, and it was also in January actually. So yeah, like almost like 3 years ago. So anyway, when I was writing it, I was just a little bit like tired of like the rave culture and like people taking drugs, because I never wanted to see anyone like die of like drug overdose or whatever. And I don't know, I just had so much like in my mind. And when I started listening to techno, it was more because I was hanging with a different crowd, and like my kind of ex-boyfriend was really into it, and then I also was, like that, like I was always thinking about him when I was listening to that kind of music because it reminded me of him when we like were not a thing anymore. So it was also a little bit like it had an influence, like the song had an influence also from him, or not from him, but from like maybe also being in a relationship where you just can't really tell what the other person is really thinking, because I felt like I never really knew what he was like feeling or how he was feeling about me, and he wasn't like into any of like substances or whatever, but the song is kind of also talking about that you can't help somebody, even though you love them, you can't change their mind or their perception perspective on things in life. And like it's very hard to love someone if they have an addiction and all of that, and you can't help them. Like that's something you just have to understand. And that's not just talking about like romantic relationships you might have with someone that you meet, like maybe you had like you experienced something like that with like family members or something. So like so many things that I was thinking about were in that song, and I started writing it in a living room of a guy that I met when I was living in Hamburg. And he did not really influence any of the ideas I had, like lyrical wise. And I wasn't even thinking about the lyrics so much, like they just came naturally, and it was a very simple beat at the beginning. And then I don't know, I just didn't want, I don't know, because I don't know how to say it, but sometimes don't like when people, you work with them, but you don't really have like a deep and special connection. So I don't know. I just don't like that. So now when I make music, I either make it alone or I either do it with someone that I feel very deeply connected to, because music is so personal, and I just don't want to share it with like the making of, or like I don't know, because I don't want to feel bad when I release the song, because I know I worked with a person that I don't feel so close with. Like it just doesn't give me a good feeling. Like, and I don't think it's like really being honest to me or to you or to anyone. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to all the new songs that are gonna be released, because I will we'll do with like different people, and a lot of them are just like self-produced, which I think is such an amazing thing. Like it changed my way of thinking so much, it changed me as a person. And so coming back to the topic, I do think change is amazing. We all need it, even though we don't want it. And I think after every hardship and every lesson you really have to learn, you are gonna come out of it so much better and stronger. Like when someone broke your heart, like at first it feels not good, obviously, but then you realize so many things about yourself and so many things about your life and about decision making, and it is so enlightening. It's amazing. So actually be grateful if you're like heartbroken right now. Like just be grateful you had that lesson, because it's gonna lead you to a better version of yourself, and then you're gonna meet someone that is a better match, But yeah, I feel music has such a big impact on our emotional state, and it can change your mood so much. I don't know, I can't talk right now. I'm so like tired from the day, I think. But yeah, so I think music is the place where I can be super honest with my emotions and what I want to say, like what I actually want to say. even though it's still like metaphoric in a way, but and that's another thing I love, because I love when someone is like talking to me after listening to a song, or actually just texting me, like someone I don't know, like text me, okay, I love this song and that, and it made me think about this and that, or it changed my way or my day or whatever. Like that's like the best thing. So yeah, I don't know if I want to say anymore, but I hope you all are doing great, and if you're experiencing a lot of changes in your life right now, just love them, because they are amazing. Okay, they're gonna be good for you. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna record something now. Bye bye.